Hey YouTube, how's it going? Okay, the video you're about to see is a collection of clips that I recorded during my most recent effort to quit smoking. Now, I will, by way of fair warning, say that during parts of some of these clips, my attitude is, well, let's just say my disposition is a little bit less than sunny. And I decided to go ahead and leave all of that in because it was the reality of what happened. I'm also going to say that this will not be my last effort to quit smoking. I will be doing so again very soon. With that, I give you a piece that I have decided to call The Ordeal, because it kind of was. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is probably the 7th or 8th time that I have started to record this Beyond the Foil, because the previous attempts have met with dismal failure. And that's because this Beyond the Foil is about something that I have needed to do for a long time. It's about something I have tried to do many, many times. It's about quitting smoking. And I look like crap right now because I just woke up. And I just figured I'd go ahead and get this started. This video is going to be a series of clips that are made according to, along the way, as I am dealing with trying to quit. I finally got myself to a point where I deliberately allowed myself and ran myself completely out of any money. I don't have a cent. I don't have 2 cents to rub together right now in my entire world. And I did that deliberately so that I can't go out and get some more. I finished the last smoke I have a little while ago. I am now in smoke deprivation by design. I've deliberately backed myself into this corner and given myself plenty of time before any money will come in, to see if perhaps finally I can get off these fracking things, because I need the money that's being spent on them for a lot of other things. And I need the benefit to my health that I will get by not smoking them anymore. Anyway, that's enough of an intro, I think, for the moment. I am going to go fry some eggs. You know what really sucks about this is that I managed to choose a time where there is a cold front that came through, like last night or yesterday or something like that. And this morning it was 35 degrees outside, which is, in my opinion, as far as I understand, kind of really unusual in, what is this, late April? 35 degrees outside? Yeah, that's unusual for around here. But, like I said, it was a cold front. It's a temporary deal. And I'm really looking forward to the temperature getting back to 70 degrees. Because it's 35 degrees out, and especially when I'm in the middle of, I really want a cigarette so bad you can taste it, that going to sleep is a common way of getting through some of that time. The problem is I've already slept most of the morning away. And I really need to get out there and get on Hermitcraft and get recording an episode. And I need to get working on another Kerbal Space Program episode and another Main World episode. So there's plenty to do. It's just a matter of managing enough focus to get them done. So, yesterday was a little bit more of a fail than I had expected, because a fail became possible. In other words, I came into just a teensy bit of money, and one of the first things I got was some smokes, and I enjoyed the daylights out of them. You know, it's weird. I am normally a person with a very, very strong willpower. I cannot be convinced to do something I don't want to do. You know, if I say I am not going to go X and such place, then I don't go there, period. If I say I'm not going to buy such and such product, I don't buy it, period, ever. You know, and so on and so forth. Basically, what I'm saying is I normally have loads of willpower, and I use it freely and abundantly. But when it comes to the smokes, my willpower is more like won't power. I really hate saying that, but it's kind of mostly true. Now here's the deal. I have a little bit of cash remaining. I need to go to the store because I need to get some foodstuff type things. The big question is, will I restrict myself to only getting edible things at the store or ingredients for edible things, or will I break down and get more smokes? Restricting what I can buy food-wise considerably, by the way. And also, by the way, this is part of one of the things that actually helps me lose weight when I lost that 100 pounds, is because I would make goofy choices like this. I would buy smokes instead of food. And a good choice, you say? No, of course not. Obviously it's not. But it did have the desired result. Not to say that that justifies it. Anyway, I'm about to head to the store, and we'll see whether or not I maintain enough willpower to spend that little bit of money on actual foodstuff type things that I actually have a need for, because there's nothing left in the cupboard. Isn't it a wonderful life we live? Addiction is so much fun. Okay, I just got back from the store. Now, I went to the store with a grand total of about $8.90 to spend. And mind you, this is shopping that is going to stand between me and about the 3rd of next month. Well, between now, which is the, I think right now, well, let me go ahead and look. I know it's a Friday. It's the 26th of April. And this shopping trip is the last one I'm going to make between now and the 3rd of May, or the 5th, or whatever day that infamous payday falls on. Anyway, so I went to the store. Along the way, I did very seriously debate the idea of going to a nearby smoke shop and getting a pack of these actually kind of nasty menthol cigars. I mean, they're called cigars, but it's not quite a cigar cut of tobacco they use, and they're a lot cheaper than just buying something that is sold as a cigarette. But effectively the same thing, just a little stronger. And I thought very seriously about going out and spending $2.25 on one of those packs. And then taking what's left and getting what I could at the store. This is the sort of thing I've done in the past, countless times. I didn't do it. Went to the store, and what I ended up getting was a quart of milk, a loaf of sandwich bread, 2 89-cent packages of hot dogs, 2 cans of hot dog chili sauce at $1 a can, and a couple of 59-cent lemon pies, those little Hostess wannabe pies. And I believe that's it. Total come to like 7 something. Every bit of it hideously overpriced. But what are you going to do? Anyway, that's where I sit right now. Getting in the car on the way home, I did find one cigarette that I had apparently dropped at some earlier point when I was in the car. And I have that cigarette. And I'm going to make a big production out of making a very good pot of coffee. And I'm going to sit down with that pot of coffee and I'm going to enjoy every last hit on that cigarette. Because unless there is a major change between now and next month, there is not going to be any more. So I don't even feel guilty about having any. You know, I kind of felt a little bad about yesterday. I went out and I got some cigarettes and I had them. But in this case, I don't feel bad about it at all. I am, however, hoping that I can get off of these blankety blank damn things. You know, it's still Friday. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. And it has been a very long day. I swear that since this morning I have taken no less than 5 or 6 naps, and it feels very much like the day has gone on for weeks. I realize this is entirely a perceptual thing, but that's the way it is. That's what's going on. It's like today is forever. And the fact that we have another thunderstorm out here and it's cooling things down again, that's not exactly welcome news either. I've been trying to get stuff done. I've been trying to focus on doing things, and it's not working. You know, I've been trying to work on a Hermitcraft FTB episode that I've been wanting to get made for like a couple or 3 days now, and I can't even connect to the freaking server today because there's something wrong with FTB or the internet or my internet connection or what the heck ever, I don't know, but it's just not freaking working. And so, after trying to connect for at least 3 hours, I've given up, and I'm gonna figure out something else to do after I take another nap, because I am so friggin' tired I could scream if I had the energy. Well, it is now Saturday, about 3 in the afternoon. I have not had a cigarette since Friday around noon, I think. I'm not exactly sure right now. All I know is that it seems like it's been forever. I want one so bad you can taste it. And the only reason that I don't have one right now is because I have deliberately backed myself into a situation where I couldn't get any. Otherwise, I would do so. Oh, it's not been fun. I had intended to keep myself busy and distracted by working on Hermitcraft FTB videos during this time. However, after I've reached a point where I'm committed to this, that's when I find out that for some reason I can't log on to Hermitcraft FTB. And it's not the FTB launcher, it's affecting any SMP server I try to log on to. It is such that I go to help.mojang.com and look for that thing where they diagnose whether the servers are up or down or working or whatever, and the script can't even check the statuses, which means that some internet server, internet backbone or whatever bone server that is between me and Hermitcraft is buggered. At least one of them is buggered to the point where I can't connect to anything. And I think it's the server that Mojang uses for logons. So I can't do any multiplayer Minecraft until then. I can work on my single player world, and I've been doing some of that. And I'm going to be doing a whole bunch more. But in the meantime, I'm going to watch a video and go to sleep because I am so blasted tired from all the hurt and all the rain, and it's been raining a lot lately, and it hurts. My joints hurts, my muscles hurt, my face hurts, everything freaking hurts, and it's awful. I can't find any kind of position that doesn't hurt. And you know, there's something about that too. Little known fact about nicotine is that it also functions as a painkiller. Bet you didn't know that. Google this for yourself. Nicotine as painkiller. You will find some interesting reading. And so, as I am busily flushing all of the nicotine out of my system and not allowing any more in, I'm feeling it and I'm paying for it big time. Oh, who I wouldn't hurt for a cigarette right now. You know what really sucks about this whole quitting smoking thing is that I'm sitting here trying to do this by myself. There is nobody else here that could provide any moral support or any little help and encouragement to keep me from reaching out and grabbing any cigarette I happen to find, and so on. You know, I do very much appreciate all the support and encouragement and whatnot that you guys give in the comments anytime I'm talking about this. I appreciate that a lot, very much. But as good as it is, as helpful as it is, it's not the same as having somebody here. And, you know, it's one of the downsides of living alone. And that isn't going to change anytime in the foreseeable future that I know about. And, like I said, it's one of the things that sucks about living alone. I can think of a few other things, but that's outside the scope of this video. Sunday, about 10 in the morning, and yesterday can be considered a big chunk of fail because I found a pack of smokes and I burnt my way right through it. And so the smoke-free time is reset as of 6 o'clock this morning, and we get to continue on. Coming up with more smokes is going to be less and less likely, though, because there isn't any money to buy any more, and I very seriously doubt there's any more laying around. Well, here we are, about 9 o'clock Sunday evening. Things are going reasonably well, I think, sort of, kind of, almost. I haven't been craving as bad as I was the year before. That's good. Of course, I also do not have any capability to do anything about any cravings, so that might be doing something towards nulling them down a little bit. I don't know. The real challenge will be when I actually have the ability to do something about a craving and one comes up. I guess things are looking up. I'm trying not to be too optimistic too fast because I've done that before and it's bitten me in the backside every time. Well, here it is, just about 11:30 in the morning on Monday. And this is Monday the 29th of April. Payday is on Friday the 3rd of May. It's going to be an interesting week. In terms of the stop smoking-age, I can again report that there is not a whole lot in the way of cravings and whatnot right now. But then again, you know, I've settled into kind of a routine. I know there isn't any point in craving, so I guess that's because that's the reason I don't. I don't know. I can't honestly say. Actually, I am craving something. Cheeseburgers, pizza, spaghetti even, meatballs. Actually, a great big bowl of meatballs would be wonderful. Meatballs in some pasta sauce, but without the pasta. That would be great. Oh well, maybe. What can I say? In backing myself into a corner so that I couldn't buy any cigarettes, I didn't really plan ahead very well. Because the edibles are just about going to be gone either today or tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. It's not like I couldn't stand to go a few days without eating. I mean, that's not the point. I mean, obviously I could stand to go a few days without eating, and then I'd lose 5 or 10 pounds and gain it back the next minute, because when you lose weight that way, you gain it back right away. Believe me, I know. Fast is not the way to lose weight. It's frustrating to do it slowly, but it's more lasting. Anyway, sitting here kind of fiddling around, not quite sure what I want to do, what there is to do. Actually, there is several things to do, but I don't really feel up to any of them. I'm still dead exhausted, tired. I have no clue why. And there is still quite a few aches and pains that I'm quite sure y'all don't want to hear any more about. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. Okay, it's Wednesday around noon. And I am currently, I think, about 2.5 days smoke-free or something like that. I don't honestly remember for certain. And I don't care right now. You remember a while back, a clip or two back, I mentioned that I didn't plan things through very well or something to that effect, and I didn't. The cupboards are bare. I bought foodstuffs, and then when some money came up, I bought foodstuffs instead of cigarettes, and yada yada yada, whoop-de-doo. And I wasn't thinking about how far away from the end of the month I was. Suffice it to say, there is too much month at the end of the money. This stopped being fun about 3 days ago. You know something? This wasn't such a great idea. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. Of course, that's because it's about 6:30 Wednesday evening, and because of my poor planning, my next meal is going to be about 9 o'clock Friday morning. So, pardon me if I seem to have something of an attitude. I mean, really, you can only just sleep just so much. Plus, I do actually have things I need to do. Well, I hope this isn't an indicator of how things are going to go today, because this is my second attempt at recording this clip. Apparently, during the first attempt, I managed to somehow shut the camera off after 3 seconds of recording. Anyway, it's about 6:30 Thursday morning, and after having thought about it, slept on it, and gotten into a little bit more reasonable frame of mind than I was in last night, which wasn't pleasant. Let's just say it's a good thing I didn't record then. I'm gonna call this thing about a half success or half failure, whatever you want to call it. I've definitely reached a point where I can go a lot longer between smokes, but my entire attitude about the whole thing is poisoned by the fact that I didn't plan this very well, and going the larger part of a week without eating was not my intention, not my plan at all, and I'm pretty much going to junk this whole thing just about as soon as I can, which is going to be a little bit over 24 hours from now. Which means I get to do this again sometime, and that's cool. I'll do it. But you know, it's just, this is not what I bargained for. You know, I was making an effort to quit smoking, not to quit eating. And I darn sure ain't gonna do both at the same time.